Alright, let's see what the universe has in store for us today. Oops, this one. Oh, Sugarpill 10th anniversary. So this is what the palette itself looks like. It's the gold edition. And this is what the inside color story it looks like. There's really not a lot of depth in this palette. One thing I think I am actually going to do and have wanted to do is look up inspiration pictures from the brands. Like, I know a lot of times when they come out with a palette, they will release like an image with the palette. So let me see if there's something there. Okay, so, sorry, I was like reaching for my brushes. I think I have a bit of semblance of an idea of what I'm thinking. I was about to say I have no idea what I'm going to do, but I think I have somewhat of an idea of something I'm going to do. I'm just going to tap out my base real quick. I am just trying to use up, so I'm using the Juvia's Place shade 1. I've had this for a really long time, so hopefully this product works okay. But I feel like it's kind of, you know, same idea as like a P. Louise base kind of thing. Okay, what brush do I want to start out with? I think I'm just going to start with this M456, and I'm going to use the purple shade, which is called Pill Kitty. Run that through my crease. I feel like this look is going to be pretty simple. I'm thinking of doing like a halo eye kind of with this. I know I do halo eyes a lot, but it's just a look that I've been liking. This look though is definitely going to be brighter, a bit different for me. As in terms of, there's like no real deepening shades in this, but I actually think this look is going to be really nice. I kind of feel like this look is going to be more like what we would assume for like summer, but that's okay. Purple is really pretty. I hope you can, I'm sure you can see that. This is a really nice one. To be honest, I really wish that they would come out with more singles from like these capsule palettes. I don't really know if they're going to continue along with this collection or not. They have not come out with one, I don't think, in quite a while. And I was looking on their website earlier, looking kind of for some inspiration for this look. And their original palette is nowhere on their site that I saw. It looks like it's only C2 through C4, which is quite interesting. I don't know if it's being discontinued or what, but I guess we will all just have to see. I feel like these palettes, I think that they're a great idea. I think that the colors are really stunning. I do find them a bit to be pretty similar sometimes. Like, I feel like this one is really similar to C1. The shades are like varying differences, but like there's a purple, there's a blue in the first one, there's a green. I don't know, I'm happy to have these colors, but yeah. So we're just going to ignore the fact that this inner part here, I don't know if you can see, I might try a little bit of primer, but it's doing that thing, I don't know if you can see or you definitely can, where it's like laying down lighter. That could be the base, I don't know. Let me try to fix that real quick. Alright, so just in case you've never seen something like this, I am just going to show you. But I originally learned this from Angelica Nyqvist, which is when this happens, just to put some eyeshadow primer on top. So I'm just using my normal one, the Milani one that I really like, and just taking a flat brush. This is the Morphe M124, tapping that on, kind of softening out the edges so there's no like harsh lines there, and then going back in with our brush in that purple. I think that worked. Back to scheduled programming of the video. So I'm going to take this brush. This is from Glamlight, one of their like Halloween collections. And taking this peachy shade Lacy. I think it's peachy. Could be a coral. It's new. I'm just going to soften out that purple. Sorry, this brush set from Glamlight, I actually really, really do like it. I'm semi-tempted to get another one, even though like I know I already have one, so I don't really need it, but we'll see. It might be something that I put on like a list for when they do Black Friday sales. If you watch any of my normal content, you'll probably know that I'm really trying to cut back on my spending, and something even with that I've really been thinking of is in terms of when brands do come up with sales in the future, and let's just say I would like to possibly purchase something, maybe purchasing like something that either I know I already like, so I've been tempted, you know, let's say e.l.f. does a sale to get their cleansing balm that I know I like and really use. Because I think that might be, yeah, my brain's just more like, if I can get it on a sale, it might be a better time to obviously get it, but I want to make sure that I'm like setting money aside, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Okay, I think this is looking pretty. I'm definitely could tell I'm going to need to re-intensify that purple shade. But this like peachy shade is actually working really well with the purple. It's kind of turned a bit more pink, I would say. So that's nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and re-intensify our purple. This was not fully meant to be a Valentine's Day look, but it's definitely keeping with the theme. So, if any of you have this palette and are looking for a Valentine's Day look, this might be a nice one. I feel like this primer that I'm trying to use up, the Juvia's Place, might be going bad or something. It's making the product perform a bit patchy, and I don't usually have issues with sugarpill. We'll see. I might try to give it like one more use before I completely toss it. But, I mean, I've had it for probably 2 years now, so it's, it's separated and stuff like that. So, it might just be time for it to go in the bin. I just really don't like wasting products, but sometimes that's why we don't overbuy. Have too many products sometimes. Okay. I think we're looking okay. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna take like a big fluffy brush. This one's from Odin's-Eye. It doesn't have a name, I don't think. Not that I could see, or it might be rubbed off. FR1. Okay, so for our shimmer shade, I'm gonna use this shade, which is actually, I believe, named after the brand owner, Shrinkle. And I'm gonna go in with this Ladybug Glow Sparkle Primer. I'm going to go ahead and use our same brush we used earlier to apply some of that primer. So the M124 from Morphe. I think I'm first just going to go in with my finger. It has like a really pretty... It definitely feels soft, I would say, for a shimmer. As in, I don't feel like the shine is super like in your face. But it's really, still really pretty. And it has this... I don't know if I'd call this a duochrome or like a trichrome, but it almost feels like it goes between like a pinky, a bit of a purple, and then this like peachy shade, peachy orange shade. I think it's actually really pretty. And it's the first time I'm actually using it. It's nice. It's very pretty. I feel like this just feels like a super easy, everyday look. Is it bad that I almost want to redo it with my normal primer? Because I don't know if this is the primer or what that's affecting it. It doesn't look bad, but it's not... I don't know. Let me try something real quick. Okay, so I basically just redid the entire look on both eyes using just my like normal primer. I started with the like orangier, peachier shade first and then laid down the more purpley shade. I still feel like it looks really similar to how it did at the beginning. This side I ended up adding another shade, so as I'm keeping with my using older palettes, this is that Morphe James Charles, and I already have a video on this one, but I am taking this purple one with a M506 from Morphe and just running that through the crease. Really, I feel like it's helping to give it the depth that I'm looking for, which is really funny because I don't know if it just happens to be an odd day for me. I would normally count Sugarpill's formula to be better than Morphe, but it's just not laying down as well today as this Morphe one is. Now granted, I don't know if it's the brush that I used or whatever. Maybe it's just the weather conditions. I don't know. Because you see, I'm still having that bit of patchiness in the front. I'm just going to leave it and kind of deal. But yeah, this is how I kind of got us caught up. Just blended everything out and did the shimmer in the center. I ended up doing, if it looks a bit different, I ended up using our same brush, laying down a thick coat, and then using my fingers to blend out the shimmer. I feel like really, hopefully it's made it look a lot better, so hang on. Okay, so I actually took a couple minutes and just finished up the rest of the face. So just to run through everything, I did just go ahead and take the purple shade and this like more orangier shade just under the lower lash line. I just used basically the same two brushes. So I used the M506 from Morphe and that bigger one from Glamlight to buff out the under eye. I did just take a little bit of the Silky Nude Eye Pencil from Essence on the waterline. I've really been liking this liquid liner Epic Wear Waterproof Black from NYX. Mascara, I'm just using up my Big Papa from Wet n Wild. I do actually really like this mascara. We'll need to get it back up eventually. Blush, I went ahead and used from Danessa Myricks, the Golden Hour blush. And then for the lips, I don't have it with me, but I am wearing Melt Poser Liquid Lipstick. It might be discontinued, not 100% sure, but yeah, that is what I am wearing. That is everything I'm wearing today. So that is the end of today's little video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I hope this was helpful for you, and yeah, go ahead and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this from me, like this, and of course, again, drop a comment, and I will see you on my next one. Okay, bye!